Good morning, campers. Happy Friday. Let's do a reading. I was thinking about full moon reading for this collective alignment slash full moon reading, because we're going to have a beautiful full moon in Leo on Sunday, the 1st of February, and that's also Imbolc. Gorgeous energies. I've done a video about this yesterday if you're interested to dive a little bit deeper. And yeah, let's start from what's going on around you, sort of your energy. I've grabbed my Moonology because it's full moon, and then we're going to do some tarot to dive deeper in your energy, so you also know that this is your reading. So what's around you right now? Your hard work is paying off. That's really nice. Capricorn, maybe that's a detail. Maybe you are a Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So maybe you've recently been noticing that certain things are, I don't know, I'm hearing that they go smooth. So maybe you've been in a situation where you thought that you would, I'm hearing, get in trouble, or that you would have maybe some additional payments to pay or something, unexpected, and it all, ended up positively, and it all ended up sort of a good to your benefit. But maybe you've also been noticing that, all the work that you've been doing around, the inner work, the work on yourself, the work on your life has been paying off. Sometimes, it happens because everything needs to shift internally first. So sometimes we feel like we're trying and we're working and we're working on ourselves, and yet our life is not changing. And I love highlighting this to you guys, that for the hardest, for the strongest warriors, the path is usually very similar. We really do have to stop looking at external gain, to really let go, to really understand that it doesn't matter. Life isn't about where we live and whether we're single or in a relationship, whether we have this job or that job. It's just experiences. It's just how we react. And in order to really train us, right? So if our soul wants to train the ego to really shift the mindset and really understand that it is about how you react to certain things, we have to stay in this moment of sort of things externally are not changing, to really show, because it's so easy to be joyful and happy if everything around you is going the way that you want to, or is going the way that as per conditioning, it's wonderful and amazing. But it's the moments of struggle, it's the moments of struggle that show us who we really are. It's the challenges, it's the pain, it's the disappointment, it's the rejection that really show I trust that if it's happening, it's for the greatest good of my soul, and I'm still gonna thrive. I'm still gonna choose to be happy. And maybe you've also been thinking about this and coming into those realizations as well. It's the reason I was hearing it. So okay, what else? A new romantic cycle begins. Shut the front door. And we're in February almost, the month of love. So maybe something is coming. New moon in Libra. Maybe something is coming towards you. I'm also hearing, we're gonna tap into more details, but I'm also hearing romanticizing life. So it may just tie to your hard work is paying off. Maybe at some point of your life you did struggle. There was a reason I was hearing these messages about external life and external gain. So maybe for a moment, at one point in your life, you were struggling to actually be grateful, to actually be blissful and joyful despite things that are going on either in your life or in this world, right? It's this matrix is difficult to conquer for some people. Understanding, making sense, because we keep going to the logical mind. So maybe you recently started romanticizing life a little bit more, changing routine into ritual, really enjoying your morning tea or your morning coffee, and some time spent with loved ones. A time to give rather than take. A time to give. It's sort of a, I am feeling into, again, we're going to tap into tarot. I'm interested to see your energy, but I'm sensing for this collective you would really be opening your crown, really connecting to the universe, really understanding that we are not here to have demands. We are not here to be entitled, egoistic, and I want this and I want that and I'm trying, why is it not coming? We are here to remember. We're here to remember who we are, the meaning of life, discover our authentic selves, that frequency, that unique frequency that a separated soul carries. Every soul has a unique frequency, and to want to give through being ourselves, through being authentic, through being who we are. Just want to bring something to this world. It's this moment of really embodying, when it turns and it reverses, in a sense that I don't just want, I want love, I want relationship, I want a better job, I want a career, I want peace, I want this, I want that. What can I do? What can I do for this world so it's a better place? Beautiful energy. And I'm looking at this green color as well. So maybe you've been really connecting to your heart chakra recently. We have Capricorn, Libra, Virgo, and what do you need to release? What do you need to release? Overall, this collective, yes, this full moon is going to be about releasing, but I spoke about this yesterday, that it's sort of a final step to the work that we've been doing in the last months, if not the whole cycle of 9 years, especially this past year. So it's no longer that shedding, but the skin that we shed needs to come off. That's literally it, right? The shedding is getting to an end. But overall, for your energy, I feel like you're starting to, maybe you've recently started having different perspective on life, on the meaning of life, that it's beautiful. Maybe you find joy, and through that romanticizing life, you find joy in the little things, and opening your window and listening to the birds sing, and a little bit of sunshine, a beautiful meal, whatever that is, feeling just good in your body, feeling that you want to really be part. This is why it's so beautiful to switch from wanting to giving, because when we start to embody, but without pressure, not without pressure, so without that healer wound, I have to increase my value, I have to fix this world. No, without pressure, I am who I am, and we are all unique, and we're all beautiful. We all have something to offer. So let's offer each other kindness. Let's offer each other some words of wisdom. Let's offer each other company, right? The whatever is it that you have to offer. And that sort of helps to foster this mindset of oneness, of one big family, one big community, one big organism. We're all universe, we're all interconnected. So yeah, I feel like you've been really connecting to your heart space, and through that connecting to the meaning of life. But maybe you've been also thinking, is there anything else that I need to release? Maybe you're mindful even of all the energies, this collective, that you probably would be if you're in this mindset, that we are closing a big cycle, that we are starting a new year soon. So maybe you have been contemplating a little bit, is there anything that I still should release, that I still should let go of? So let's dive deeper into your energy. The magician, the magician, the magician, the master manifester. I'm hearing that this collective, you would really understand the meaning of life, the law of attraction and manifesting. Many people, because there's so much nonsense online, many people think that manifesting is about becoming through affirmations and through acting as if it's already yours, right? So many people think that to manifest something, a specific life, you have to already imagine that it's yours. You have to know that it's yours. You have to do your affirmations. You have to act as if this is already your lifestyle, like dress for it, act for it. And as much as these practices are powerful, in reality, it is the inner shift, because you can, let's say you want a specific thing, right? You want love. Let's say you want love, right? As the simplest example. So you write it in your journal. You wake up every day and you say, I want love. I feel like it's already there. I'm imagining what it would be like with this beautiful partner by my side. I want to feel loved, right? So you write in your journal, you do your affirmations, whether that's love or abundance already. But then in the end, you're not doing any kind of inner work to shift your vibration, to vibrate on a frequency of love. If you don't truly love yourself, if you're not embodiment of love, which means that you love all existence and you love everything, you have kindness and loving feelings towards everyone, but you want love, but then you go ahead and you sort of judge other people, or you look not in the nicest way towards other people, you get upset, you embody anger and frustrations oftentimes. No amount of journaling about love is going to help you to attract true love, because you're not embodying the actual frequency, right? So your hard work is paying off. I feel like maybe certain things started to come into fruition, but not in a sense of physical things, but just your mindset. I feel this collective, you're in this breaking point when you're actually understanding that it's not about changing the external world. The external world, sooner or later, will change naturally and effortlessly. It will adjust to your vibration. But until that happens, you let go. You start to really feel it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now I'm embodying love, I'm embodying abundance, I'm embodying joy, no matter what's going to happen, whether I find love in the physical, I'm single, I'm in a relationship, I have children, I don't have children, I change my job, I don't change my job, I travel more, I don't travel more, it doesn't matter. Because nothing that exists in the external physical world can really change my mindset. And that's how we become the creator of our reality. People think that being a creator of your reality, it means that through some sort of a witchcraft manifestation, you're gonna bring into your life exactly what you want, the exact job, the exact person, the exact car. But it's not that. Being the master of your reality is when you are in full acceptance of whatever happens in your reality, and you don't care what's going to happen, because in reality you know that you will control how you feel about it, and through controlling how you feel about things, you become the master of your reality, not through changing your reality, but for changing how you react to it. That's being master manifester. I'm also hearing, so maybe you've been in this energy, it's really beautiful energy, that you feel really empowered in a sense of nothing could break you, you could conquer all. And this is the actual power of the master manifester, of mastering your reality. Because if you understand that no matter what happens, you will maintain the inner peace, the inner union, love, abundance, because you alchemize these emotions within you and they're not dependent on anything external. You start to realize that whatever happens, at the moment, it may be challenging and maybe difficult and maybe tricky, but ultimately it will be what you will deem it to be. It will be how you will feel into it, right? Six of Wands. Six of Wands, but maybe there is some sort of a, I'm kind of feeling into it. I feel like maybe because you've let go, maybe because you've embodied everything that I've been talking about, you started realizing that things are really going well. I feel like this collective, you would even be thinking to yourself, are things really going well, or am I just reacting better to these things in a positive way, so I perceive them better? You would feel empowered, you would feel successful. To have the Magician and Six of Wands in your energy, it's like, bring it on, bring it on. I'm constant. That's what I'm hearing as well. I'm constant, but maybe there have been some. Let's continue. Let's see what will come to us. Nine of Wands. That's sort of in the center of your spread. Let me do two more. Something specific is coming to my mind. We have the Star and we have Death and Rebirth, which is beautiful. Something specific is coming to my mind. So bear with me. You know how sometimes it happens that you go online and you see people who in a physical matrix understanding of success are very successful, right? So they have a lot of followers, maybe they make pentacles on their passion, their mission, whatever is it that they're preaching and teaching online, whatever is it that they do. So they have, hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions. And they sometimes they come online and they say to you, it is a beautiful message, but I kind of want to go deeper on that message. There's a reason I was hearing this and they wanted me to share this to you with this collective. So they go ahead and they say, don't give up. Don't give up. I was here for years and nobody cared and nobody listened and nobody was giving me likes and I didn't have followers and I didn't make money on it, but I never given up and here it is, it came, so don't give up, right? Now, as much as this is a beautiful message, in my belief, how I feel into it, it still carries the energy that we're constantly waiting for something. So if, for example, someone would say to me, I have a very small platform, right? I don't have many followers, views. I basically do this for myself, okay? So if someone would say to me, don't give up, it will come, it will grow, it's sort of a working under an assumption that we're wanting it. And if we want it, it means that we're lacking it. And if we're lacking, it means that we need it to feel purposeful, fulfilled, and successful, right? So people who actually have big platforms saying these things, there's something within me that still feels that they haven't actually understood completely what we mean when we talk about releasing the external things. Because if you're giving this advice, don't give up, it means that keep pushing because there's an objective, there's a target. Do you know what I mean? So again, by default, you're doing it because you want to achieve something. And when we go back to the meaning of life and to one of those really ultimate rules and the recipe of Bashar, act on your highest excitement to the best of your abilities with no expectation of an outcome. Yet again, when we say these things, we're saying don't give up because one day you're going to achieve it. But achieve what exactly? Achieve what? The objective of life is not to have followers, not to be seen, not to be recognized, not to be, right? Is to be you. Is to be you. If being you is coming here and talking about spirituality, or if being you for you is making dancing videos or whatever, you could literally close your account and do this for nobody because you do it for yourself. You do it for yourself. And only people who embody this mindset will never be prisoners of the external outcome. Because if you're here for others, obviously, again, it goes back to that authenticity that we talked about. We should, and giving back, we should want to give back. We should want to, but not from a place of, I want to give to others because I want to feel like my life has meaning. I want to feel like I have value. I want to feel like people appreciate me. But give to others because this is what we do as humans, as part of a collective, as a sovereign soul that's been separated from the wholeness of source. We are here and we're living this experience through illusion of separation, which is beautiful, and that's what we want, but remembering that we're all one. This is why we want to be there for each other. That's how it's supposed to feel. Because again, if you're feeling that, yeah, I just want, as long as you want that outcome, external outcome, you will be the prisoner of that outcome. If you really want and you feel that, oh, don't give up because it's going to happen, it means that you want it to happen. And again, and if you want it to happen, you will be the prisoner of all those people that follow you. You're going to be changing, who you are, and the messages according to what people want. It's not authenticity. It's not authenticity. And I know that some people, they might say it just to bring encouragement and just sort of a story of success. But again, my belief is that we drastically need to change the understanding of success. Going from the physical outcome, how much we're known, how much we're recognized, to actually who we are. What kind of a ripple effect you create? Because there are people who are known by millions, but did they actually change somebody's lives for the better? And you can be, I love giving you guys this example. You can be someone who runs a grocery store in a very small town, but you will change the life of millions, because every time someone comes to your store, you're joyful, you're magnetic, you're full of love, you're kind, you always offer a good word and a good conversation. And these people even might not be aware of that, but they are the ones that sort of a chain, and how we influence each other. It creates that ripple effect. It creates that chain reaction. There's a reason it was coming to my mind, and with this 9 of Wands, because I feel like you've been trying, right? You've been figuring out the alchemy, the success, the meaning of life, the meaning of success, the authenticity, the giving back. And you have been I feel like this collective for some time, you've been feeling like, I've been doing this, it's exhausting, like why nothing is changing. And I feel you are at this breaking point to finally understand that if you're tired, rest. But nothing is expected of you. We are perfect just the way we are. We're all equals. As human beings, we're all equals. Our value is equal. So you can be someone that lives, on their own in the middle of Amazonian jungle, and literally like 3 people know that this person exists, okay? And you have nothing. You live in complete synergy with nature. And then you can be someone that has thousands of millions of followers and billions of dollars on their bank accounts, and they literally rule this matrix. So what? Your role is different, but your value is not. Your value is not. There is some sort of a transformation into, there's a wish come true coming towards you. But with you understanding that the meaning of life is that you are the prize. It's not what you gain, it's not what you have, it's not how many people know of you, it's not the looks, it's not the money, it's not the houses, it's not the cars, it's not the travel, it's who you are. Because again, I love highlighting this to you guys, the story of a camel and a needle hole, right? Or however it's called. It's not about that there's something evil in the physical world. It's not about, it's twisted in the Bible. It's not about the fact that, looking good and having stuff and items and travel, it's all evil. It's not evil. It's just neutral. It doesn't matter. It has zero influence on the quality of your life. and on the value, your value as human beings. And the sort of a camel and the needle hole story explains this to us, because it just basically means once your body expires and your soul returns to home, everything that is physical won't matter. So the only thing that matters, what kind of a ripple effect you created in this world. Did you manage to release the matrix? Did you manage to really understand that, again, it's this, I want to give back, but not because I want to feel better about myself. It's like those people that do charity because they feel bad that they have a lot of money, because they still don't understand that money is energy. It doesn't really matter. But I want to do things because we're one. In this lifetime, I may be more fortunate, but someone isn't. But it's still part of one consciousness, right? Experiencing it from it would if it's really your reading, these things will resonate. You would be thinking they would be in your energy, which again is truly beautiful. Such a beautiful message. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Change of mindset, sort of a mental breakthrough. I feel like you're starting to really feel into the meaning of life and understanding that we are sovereign, and we want to be sovereign as long as we live this human life, because this is what gives us beautiful lessons of life. But in the same time, we are one. We are powerful. We are creators of our own reality. I feel there's a reason it was so heavily coming to my mind. I feel that you would be thinking as well, this collective, about how we understand success and how you would wish, maybe you even think this, maybe you even have children or you're heavily sort of involved, because I was hearing I want future generations to understand success differently. Again, there's nothing wrong in having money, spending money, having beautiful items. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing is good or bad. Life is neutral, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So as long as we have it as just a byproduct of, life of alignment, and it's just there and we enjoy it, it's fine. But if we make it the objective, if we make it the reason to say that my value is superior because I've achieved all these things and then these people didn't, you've achieved nothing. You've achieved nothing. We're dolls in the hands of puppet master. Yes, we are the creators of our own reality, but if the universe didn't want you to have all these things, side note, you are the universe, you wouldn't. Sometimes in having more, there's an added challenge to break through certain limiting beliefs. What we have is always relevant to our journey. You would know this. You would really understand this collective, what success really means. The Tower. It's funny because it's such a beautiful, we have really beautiful cards, but there's a little bit of challenge in the center of your spread. Hold on. Ten of Pentacles. You guys, this is so bizarre. Let me do one more. Eight of Cups. I feel something recently happened in your energy. I'm not necessarily sensing, maybe I'm guided to do a couple of these to clarify. I'm not necessarily sensing change in a tower in a sense of something in your physical world happen. I feel like internally, maybe you reached a breaking point that really was needed and necessary to realize all these things that I was talking about. Because you are going through some sort of a transformation that is really helping you to understand that there are certain things that you need to move away from. But I feel like for this collective, this is not anything in the physical. It's certain things that are still maybe in your mindset, so certain limiting beliefs. Because To have the Star and Ten of Pentacles, you are being aligned to your highest, most abundant timeline. And I feel you are in this moment that things will start to come into fruition just because you no longer care. And it's not like you're not going to be grateful, you're not going to appreciate them, or you're not going to, we still allowed to have our desires and to be happy and grateful for those desires. But it's like you've achieved balance in your internal world to an enough extent that no matter what will come in,